Perfection is killing emotion. Is this statement true? And why practicing towards perfection is really important for me, we're going to figure out in today's video. Here we go. Hey guitar champion, what's going on? Justin Hombach here, back from my practice cave. And there's actually always a sad thing that I have to face and have to deal with as a content creator in a progressive technical shredding guitar scene. And these are all the comments that I get every week about too perfect guitar playing is emotionless, it has no soul, that's no true guitar playing. Music should not be done by robots, it should be done by humans with souls and emotion. And I actually took some time and some thoughts and was thinking about these kind of statements that too perfect guitar playing is killing emotions or it has no soul in it. Then I wanted to make this video about what actually is the soul of guitar playing. What kind of guitar playing has emotion, what kind of guitar playing has no emotion. And again, why it is so important for me to practice towards perfectionism. And I want to start with this. I want to show you, maybe in a different point of view, why it is so important for me in my practice routine to be as precise and as perfect as I can be. But before I start with this, let me change something in the video settings. Oh, this does not look good. Let me change it. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't the amount of detail you now get with this video incredible? Well, not really, isn't it? Well, let me change it back again. Now, that's much better, right? There are no distortions, there are no distractions, and there are a lot more information for you to process. Well, and the same is for me as a guitar player and a musician. Well, at least for the style of guitar playing that I want to make. Because the guitar playing that I do is a sort of guitar playing with tons of information. A lot of notes played in a really short amount of time. That's sometimes really hard to get and to understand. And it is really important for me that the listener is getting the most amount of information from my kind of playing to get the best, bigger picture of the complex lines, the fast lines, and the complex playing that I have in my style. This is really important for me, and this is why I practice my basics, my technique, the line that I want to play live, with so much awareness and so much focus on these little details that, yeah, you the listener, you will get all the information that I want to share with you. Let me translate this again for you in guitar playing. This kind of quality, you could say, is like this guitar playing. While this kind of quality is more like this guitar playing. Which one do you think is easier to understand for our ear? The same with the picture. I always try to have quality in my guitar playing where I don't have any distractions by not muting any strings, where I don't have any destruction of the melody by having a bad hand synchronization, by playing one hand faster than the other hand. These are the goals of my practice routine. And I know in a live situation, I'm far away from 8K or 4K resolution. On a record, I know how to be this kind of quality. But when it comes to live music, I would consider myself as full HD and not 4K or 8K. Yet, I know the potential is there, and this is the reason why I'm practicing towards this potential. And besides that, to have a bigger awareness of what I'm doing in my instrument by looking much deeper in what I'm playing and where I do and where I have my mistakes and what I'm doing wrong, it also gives me control over my instrument that on the other hand I also can use in a live situation, because the more control I have, the more confident I am. The easier it is for me to move around the stage and perform, to share this kind of energy that I love with this music with you, with the audience. And with this kind of method, I also try to have more musical decisions that I can make by purpose and not by luck. The same with other stuff as well. for example, my videos here. I actually planned to do a Dream Theater video in the last week, but I deleted everything 1 hour of talking because I was not really satisfied with how I talked and the amount of energy and what I was talking. So I said to myself, no, I'm doing this again. And the same again with the resolution. Maybe you might say, well, it's not really important if something is 8K or 4K. Full HD is still really good quality. Yes, I see this when it comes to video quality as well. For making this video, for what you are probably watching on your phone, I only do it in full HD and not in 4K. But when I want to do, for example, videos for the big screen, I of course try to get all the potential of 4K. Even though if you could say full HD is good enough, but in your subconsciousness, I guarantee to you that if you would compare full HD and an 8K video, and it's the same what you see on the screen, but the resolution is different, then I truly believe that most of the people would like the 8K resolution more than the full HD. The same with how and what we're doing on our instrument. I once said it and I'm repeating it myself, but I don't care. If I have 2 bands and these 2 bands are performing in the same way, with the same energy, the same attitude, but one band is playing 20% more precise and cleaner than the other band, I guarantee that most of the people in the audience will like the one band that is a little bit more precise, a little bit more clean, a lot more than the other band. But does this kind of approach maybe destroying the soul in my guitar playing and my emotions? Yes and no. And maybe this is the wrong question. And maybe this is the wrong problem. And maybe you are the wrong person to ask this kind of question. For the future, I wish a paradigm shift in the mindset of the fellow guitar community. Go away from thinking in emotions. That is extremely dangerous. Your emotions and your way how to define the soul in guitar playing is a precious and wonderful thing. But that does not necessarily mean that these are the same emotions and this is the same way how to define the soul of guitar playing for somebody else. It's your thing. I often don't understand and don't get the emotions from certain guitar players. Does this mean I'm dumb or I'm a moron because I don't understand it? I don't get it? I'm just musically so uneducated and so dumb that I don't get it? No! I get music in an intellectual kind of way, of course, but emotionally sometimes it does not hit me. This is absolutely fine and absolutely okay, and I try to see music in these 2 kind of camps, the intellectual side of music and the emotional side of music, and none of these 2 camps are better than the other one, because both of them are an individual thing. What does music mean for you? What does music mean for me, or for this guy, or that guy, or this guy? That can be absolutely opposite kind of things, but each one of them has the right to exist. For example, by myself, what do I love about the style of guitar playing that I do and that I enjoy with a lot of passion? Well, I love when a guitar player is extremely virtuose and is extremely tight and precise and is bringing a lot of clarity into the complex style and complex way how he's playing. And this is why the guitar playing of Steve Morse, David Gilmour, Richie Sambora, whatnot, is not affecting me on an emotional level. Do I still have ton of respect for those guitar players? Yes. Do I understand what they are doing, what they are capable of, and how important they was for the guitar community? Yes, absolutely. Do I like it? Absolutely. Does it fulfill me with love, with passion, with energy, and put me a smile on my face? Not really often, to be honest. But these are 2 different things. So every kind of music, every kind of guitar playing, it doesn't matter if slow, it doesn't matter if fast, it doesn't matter if complex, it doesn't matter if simple, all of them has a certain emotion, all of them has a certain soul to it. And I don't believe that there's any music out there which is without emotion. There's always a certain emotion behind music. Because emotions can be really diverse. Emotions does not necessarily mean, yeah, it makes me happy or it makes me sad. Emotion can be like, wow, I'm so fascinating how this guy is doing that, and the amount of energy that he can create with this kind of complex but perfect playing, it just hits me. This is some sort of emotion as well. There's another emotion could be, hey, I want to do music just to have parties so that people have a good time and so that people can drink and smoke and take whatever drugs they want to this kind of music. Another emotion could be, I want to make a lot of fucking money with this kind of music, so I'm making the most simple and the most stereotypical music ever. It's still an emotion. Is it an emotion that I like? That's a different thing, but you still have to accept that there's an emotion behind it. So again, I don't believe that there is music without emotion. I don't believe that there are guitar players or a certain style of guitar playing without emotion and without a soul. That does not exist. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I just don't understand it. It's totally cool. Maybe you don't get it. Maybe you don't understand it. Absolutely okay. The important thing is, can we see the value of this kind of music, this type of music that for us maybe is unemotional music? And can we still respect it? These are the two things that I think are more important than the question, is a certain type of guitar playing, a certain style of guitar playing, a certain technique, a certain way to practice, killing emotions. And if you believe in this kind of mindset, then I just can hope that I started a spark in your head to maybe see it from a different kind of perspective and find a way how you can still respect and value music that does not trigger any emotion in you. Because this is something that you can believe me, there are tons of people out there who are loving this kind of music that does nothing to you, with a lot of passion, a lot of joy, and a lot of big smiles in their face. And do you want to know how you can put a big smile on my face? By subscribing to this channel and seeing my other videos, and checking the description box, because there I have my online masterclasses where you can pimp your guitar playing to the next unemotional shredder level with absolutely no soul. I hope I'm going to see you in my next video. Cheers so far and stay progress. Bye.